Do you have pain in your low back with sitting for extended periods of time? Maybe first getting out of bed in the morning or bending over to pick things up or put on your shoes? This is what I term a flexion intolerant low back. So people who have increased pain in their low back or down their legs with bending forward. So the best way that commonly combats this is with a simple exercise I call a prone press up. This is probably my all-time favorite initial exercise to help rehab people out of an acutely inflamed low back. So with this exercise, you're going to simply start out by laying down flat on your stomach, resting with your weight on your elbows. The point of this exercise is not to use your low back muscles to hold yourself upright, but purely to actually rest the weight of your body on your elbows and relax the low back as much as you can. We're going to start in a very low position here, and we're slowly going to work up to a higher position. This may take some time, and you may need to take this exercise very slow, but with patience and diligence, it can start to alleviate, and it should start to reduce your back pain. For some, they even have pain radiating from their low back down into their glute or down the back of their leg. This exercise will and should be effective at reducing the symptoms in the leg and the glute and possibly forcing them to centralize towards the low back. If the symptoms are continuing or increasing down into the glute region of the leg, you may want to choose a different exercise. But if the symptoms are reducing, you're going to continue to progress to go higher and higher. Again, with this exercise, we're going to start off by just laying completely flat, relaxing the low back and the legs. You're going to lean forward and use your elbows to push your shoulders up a little bit higher off the ground, thus increasing the amount of extension in the low back. You'll come back down, rest, relax. A couple tips and tricks I like for this exercise are, if you feel like you're squeezing your legs to use them to get yourself upright, I tell people put your toes together and let your heels fall apart. Should relax the legs and take them out of the picture. Number two, I see a lot of people who like to look up during this exercise, and that causes you to engage the back muscles, which is what we don't want. So I tell people either to pick a spot on the ground right in between their hands to look at, or to just simply let the head hang heavy as you're pressing up through this exercise. Try not to use your back, try not to use your head, and rep this out for about 15 reps and see if that starts to reduce some of the symptoms in your low back and your leg. On the next video, I'll cover the next progressions to go up from here.